All right. Is that a posture check? Let's see. This is a Veritan. What's happening? Also, Winjay Derobi. All right. Cam check. I think we're good. Vitals look good. Yeah. All right. Guess we just jump on in. I don't have a pre-stream message. Broadcaster of here. No. I will say this. It's funny. It's just like ever since I was involved in the hit and run on Monday. I've been feeling a little better in terms of the chronic nerve issue that I've had ever since the mesh surgery. Try not to jinx it because today I actually ended up going to after school band rehearsal today because I was like I'm feeling kind of okay, I guess I'll go, and I was fine for most of rehearsal until like towards the end. I think I was standing too long and it hurting like a lot, and I was just like, dang, all right. So some progress, I guess. Just need to make sure that I don't stand for longer than 2.5 hours roughly. So not quite there yet, but at least there's some sort of like a little bit of relief, I guess. So Wolfie, what's going on? New fan, I aspire you to rogue, to main rogue. Thanks for all the guys, man. Yeah, no problem. You are welcome. Appreciate you checking them out, actually. Right? Without an audience, my content wouldn't exist. I am glad that you're enjoying, and I hope to continue to do said things. What am I gonna do today, though? What was I doing on this character? This damage to Dark Shroud. Barrier. Okay, so I guess I was doing like a physical barrage on this character before I ripped all the stuff off. I guess, well, there's barrage right there, so. What does my Paragon board look like? Okay, combat. Okay, so, Oh, I picked up another glyph. That's what I did. I picked up the additional glyph on that. Okay. Yeah, so this looks like, yeah, physical barrage is what I was doing. This character before PTR happened. It's so weird. You got a perfect cruise embrace finally. Max blood surge. Man, your necro's so OP now. Good. Sounds fun. It's so weird looking at Paragon boards now from PTR. Like the Paragon boards look so skimpy now. Like it's like I look at them and it's like, oh, you only took like 1/8 of the board. Like it looks like they have no points involved at all. Which is kind of funny. It's kind of funny that like this looks weird, even though this was the norm for so long. I guess I might actually just play some physical barrage. Since it's already built, I guess I just gotta put the gear on for it, I assume. Which that's right. I gotta pull that from my my other rogues, my other rogue. Enjoy the anti boards while I can still can. Yeah, I Matthias, I honestly don't. I'm gonna say I don't know the thought process behind it, but man, I would say I'm a little disappointed. Although I understand why they did it, but I'm just still disappointed in it. Vessel Factor, I'm gonna use the same board for everything basically. I mean pretty much. I will say on Rogue, since a lot of things are victimized based with a few exceptions, you can pretty much use the same board for like 10 builds on Rogue. Same boards. We'll just throw the Sky Hunter here, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. Let me see. Maybe these boots we'll take. Probably need the chest too. I definitely need the helm. Probably need the pants too. Okay, not the ring, not any of these. I think that's it. I'm gonna come back and be like, this is what I was missing. Hopefully they make Shadow Imbue Infection stack and the Guess of Hatred so I can finally have your Shadow Imbue build. I don't know they will ever actually do that. I mean, I think it'll be cool, but I don't honestly don't see that happening. Because like, a Shadow Imbue Infection stack, for instance, like let's say I'm playing Rapid Fire, for example, right? Like, and I end up like pumping like hypothetically 22 arrows of Shadow Imbued arrows into a target, like. And I like, let's say I temper like, 3 charges or whatever, and like one target takes forever to kill. Let's say like they're unstoppable or like that. Like if that target blows up with like 100 and something stacks of Shadow Imbuement, like that could lead to some very fun but probably insanely OP situations. Just saying. That's kind of what Poison Imbue does. Yeah, but Poison doesn't have an AoE. It's just technically single target unless you skill to hit. Unless your skill can hit that many targets. Whereas Shadow Imbue just naturally is an AoE by itself, whether it's single target or not. I'm not saying that like that would be a cool idea. But actually, I would say this: if it wasn't for the new Alchemical Admixture passive, passive, I'd probably be like, but that's fine. But then what about Victimizer does the same thing? Well, if it does the same thing, then like then why make Shadow Imbue do the same thing that Victimizer already does then? Why would you want them to be the exact same thing at that point? But then I guess at the same time, like Victimize doesn't stack. Right? There's no stacking mechanic. It's just a really strong AoE that's based on lucky hit. And also Victimize is bugged, by the way. So like, I wouldn't look at PTR performance of look how strong Victimize is and saying that and comparing a correctly working Shadow Imbuement to a really bugged Victimize. Right? So like, but yeah. Like I said, I think it'll be fun. Don't get me wrong. I just can see scenarios that would be insanely potent, I guess. But it actually would be a really cool thing at the same time. It'll be really cool because it will give us a way to sit there and combat Unstoppable, because you wouldn't care if they're unstoppable. In fact, you probably want them to be unstoppable so you can stack more Shadow Imbuement stacks, so you can make a bigger massive explosion kind of thing to surrounding targets. So actually, that would be a really cool way to kind of get around that. So like I said, I like the idea of it. I just it What am I cooking? Nothing. Like legit nothing. Like I'm not even lying. Like nothing. Like nothing. Like there's nothing interesting going on here. I'm just putting my gear back on my character. How to keep the energy up on the Heartseeker. Innervation rings on jewelry. Starless skies if you have one. Starlight aspect if you don't. Make sure you always hit something because people tend to forget that your innovation ranks only work if you hit something. So and if any of those things are still not working for you, you can just slot a pair of Beastfall boots and just forget about any and all of that. So anyways, yeah, I guess I'm putting on physical barrage because apparently my Paragon board was that before PTR, and I don't feel like redoing my Paragon board. So I guess we'll start with physical. Physical barrage, I guess. I guess this works. This ring works. Put that there. Observation. Where's the okay, this is the barrage one. Okay, so this is I guess I kind of prefer this anyway, so I guess we'll just use this. Am I doing any Uber bosses tonight? I mean, I guess I could do some later. I have like no plans tonight. Like legit, I'm just putting on stuff and going, okay, I'm gonna play that and then kill stuff. But I don't have any agendas or plans or goals or anything. Because well, we're towards the back half, or we're at the back half of the season now, so it's like there's not really much to do. I do well. There was some Dark Shroud stuff I want to play around with, but I forgot I can't do that because a lot of my damage is damage per Dark Shroud, so I can't like mess around with the idea of like not running Umbrus, I guess. So appreciate the follow. Microwaving leftover pasta. I guess not all pasta is really not that bad. Microwaving. This is actually this one thing called Rava or something like that. Rava. They actually recommend you like they don't freeze the product. They actually put it in like the refrigerant section or whatever, and they actually recommend that you microwave it over like stove, cook or oven heat. And it's actually I tried it and I was skeptical. And I tried it. I actually followed the directions, and it was actually really freaking good. I really wish they fixed up on live right now. There's a bug with Shade and Mist that hasn't been fixed since the PTR. There's actually quite a few things that haven't been fixed since the PTR. We were supposed to be getting a major update mid-season, and I think they pretty much forgone that for doing stuff for the expansion. So yeah. Yeah. I don't think we're getting T9, T10 and the mid-season update or whatever. Just Sag, but I know you don't like it. Oh, you mean Pits? Oh, you talking about Matthias, gotcha. Oh, me. We're talking about Matthias. I don't know who he was talking to. I honestly don't know. He's talking to me. Okay, I'm not even sure. Me, okay. I honestly don't know. Like I wouldn't run Shadow, just because I don't really see a reason to. So I would probably go more code based and try to see if I could throw up Dark Shroud on like a pinch or some, or throw up Dark Shroud instead of an imbuement. Actually, I don't know, because I mean that still would just give me the same thing as the other. It's just I don't know. Um, I mean mid 140s if like several hundred attempts, I guess. um, I would say no. I mean it's I would put it like right there right next to Andario's. Um, but I don't think many people were really like. It's hard to say because there were more serious pushers on, like, let's say Andario's, obviously, because people knew that was going to be good, versus like Heartseeker that kind of got good later on, and then people who probably didn't want to invest in the build to do whatever, because by that time when Heartseeker started getting some traction, Rapid Fire was showing to be like by far the best pusher. So it was like, well, why invest in a whole different build, right? Than just going with, well, let's say Rapid Fire by chance. And these Heartseekers by 5-6 pit tiers. Have we seen Andario do a 150 yet or no? Or are we? Or I know there has been people that were saying like it might be able to, but most people were saying no. Um, most people being like, yeah, what's the highest of Andario so far? Is it 150? Oh, nice. It'd be cool if it actually like bridged the gap between Rapid Fire and Andes, but I think I I don't like it. I guess I don't like when like one build is becomes significantly better for a specific content than like another. Like Rapid Fire is like has done what 158 or something. 157, 158 now. Like it's I think that's just too big of a gap, unfortunately. But oh, Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake robbers. Nice. I remember the wrestler. Alright, so what do I need for the build now? Gotta remove this. Actually, what was this? This would be high velocity, right? I assume. High velocity. Got conceded here. High velocity. Bajeros. Okay, so I guess the only one is this one. What did I have here? I don't remember. I have to pull up my planner. So you're gonna give it a try tonight. Which build? I see. Where is my planter? Planter. Save. Barrage. Mystic Uniques. Okay. 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 What? Oh. Oh. Okay. I know. I know what I'm missing. Yeah. Okay. Passive. And actually, I don't have I guess my knockdown is Rain of Arrows, right? So, and then I have crowd control. So I do get a decent uptime on like Malice. The second part of Malice, and also a stun. Or Retribution. Okay. So here was what, high velocity, I think. Yeah. Right. And I think that's it. It's Barrage. Yeah, the 5.3. Yeah, that's actually really good. Sure. Yeah, okay. Then I guess everything else is fine. I guess we'll just go. Just go. Think did 9 billion in gold off boss mats and only got 2 mythics, no GA. Oh man. How's it feel now that the PTR is over? I don't know. I guess somewhat normal. I guess I actually kind of prefer playing in live. Not gonna lie. I think I obviously prefer the new stuff in PTR, but I like actually playing in front of hordes, something I could not do in PTR. So being stuck and relegated to pits with things being inconsistent because the new helm had a multiplicative implicit on on demons, and like some of the pit stuff, some of the pit maps had demon mobs or demon bosses, so we had wildly different times and clears and stuff. So I'm actually kind of glad to not be doing pits as the in-game activity, I guess. So there is that. I do miss trying to play around with runes or whatnot. I thought that was mostly cool, even if a lot of runes were quite useless. But you're fighting angels now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. But I assume so. If that helm, if the helm is an indication of anything, I assume we are. Dang, I actually went through all of mine. Guess we'll go ahead and do that. All right, and I guess we can do that. Tyrio's alive, but he's tainted. So you're kind of disappointed in the rune system. I do think that there's a lot of tuning that needs to be had. I'll put it that way. I think the idea of runes is cool. I think tuning needs a lot of help. I mean, we have a demon mercenary, so oh yeah, that's a good point. The 11 Heartseeker, I feel like I'm limited damage at 130. Yeah, I mean, I always kind of just, I guess for me personally, I kind of just base my performance on the game type that I actually play a lot. So for me, that's Infernal Hordes. So whatever feels good to play, and then Infernal Hordes is kind of what I like to do. Like stuff like Flurry, for the most part, feels good in Infernal Hordes until you get to the councils, of course. But, but, I go grind. I'm not really grinding. I'm legit just hopped on something and just wanted to kill some things in front of Horus for a couple hours, and then that's kind of really it. I will make a Druid this weekend though, so I do have a goal this weekend to do something different. I do wish I can use a different helm though. I wish I can get enough regen, honestly, to be able to use crown instead of cow, honestly. Is that what build? Oh, sorry. What was the context? I'm sorry. It's gonna take them a couple of seasons to get the runes where they want. Well, anything that's new, like anything that's like a new concept or a new system, it's gonna take them a little bit before they actually get it right, or before it feels good. Like, you know, like I think Infernal Horrors was the first one that they actually, like, one of the first new systems that they did, kind of, that ended up like being good at this, you know, or being decently good in the season, in this first iteration of a season or whatever. Obviously in PTR it left a lot to be desired, but in the season itself, like Infernal Horse, it turned out, you know, to be decently good. Obviously some work needs to be done. It's not, you know, great, but it's a hell of a lot of fun. But generally speaking, most new systems, you know, are, you know, they're like, okay, good concept, but needs work, right? Runes are going to be in that same category, for sure. Yeah, I mean, horrors basically I'm gonna say save the season for me, but like, if I had to just be doing pits again, I totally would have played quite a bit less this season. See, my barrage builds are physical. I did coal yesterday. I have several different variants of barrage. What they're gonna be doing for for Druid, what build? I don't know. Initially, I was gonna do wind shear, but I was told that I could stutter step with landslide, so now I'm actually interested in like landslide. I thought it was a channeling build because of the way people were playing it, so I'm like, oh no, I'm definitely not gonna do anything channeling. I guess I could spend this stream to kind of maybe theorycraft how to get crowning into this. I guess the last time I did it, I just couldn't. So I don't know. Like, I can't think of anything different I think I can do now that I didn't do then. But you never know. There's always you can always miss something. So you wonder what they're doing with horse? Me too, actually. I'm actually super curious. the fact that it bugged out or it made the game crash meant that they were doing different things to hordes for the PTR. So I wish we would have been able to test what those changes were, so we can give feedback and have a better Infernal hordes than what they even, I guess, intended on PTR or whatever. But I guess we won't know. Oh, you know, oh, me, yeah. Sorry, yeah. I stream on YouTube as well. I know I can merge the chat, so I can it can be in one chat, so y'all can see, and it'll be easier for me to respond to. So I have to look at two different monitors for two different chats, but Twitch doesn't like the whole idea of merging YouTube chat with Twitch chat or whatever. So that's the reason why I don't do it. I know I say this all the time. Like the big streamers do it. I get it, but I'm not a big streamer, so it's easy to just ban me from the platform, and Twitch won't miss me. So I don't think I'm in a luxurious position right now as a streamer to be breaking rules. So I'm not taking that risk. Blood Tide, they got perfect on the first. Oh yeah, they did. Blood Tide was really good. You're right about that. Which rogue build is best for endgame this season? What do you consider endgame? Because the answer changes depending on what you consider endgame. Is the difference between pits and horde? Yes. Yeah. So like for if in game for you consists of pushing pits, then rapid fire is like the undisputed champion. If hordes is considered like you're in game, then Andy's Barrage is your best bet. If you're looking for like absolute best. No way, really? No, seriously, really. Rapid fire is definitely like leagues ahead of all builds right now, and in the pit, for pushing pit, that is. I don't like that it's like that. Even though rapid fire is my favorite build, I don't like that there's that big of a gap. But it kind of is what it is. But I mean, I guess it's just the way pits are. So I mean, I don't really blame the build per se, as I do, you know, the game's content. Oh, whoops. What are you playing next? I don't know yet. Yeah. Now that PTR is over, I kind of want to enjoy some more Infernal Horde content. I'm not looking for anything, like, you know, I'm not looking for upgrades or better gear or anything like that. I just want to play some Infernal Hordes, honestly, with different builds. like remind myself why I like Infernal Horde so much. However, I will say this, Wolfie. I know the question you asked, so I'm answering the question that you asked me. But what I will say is that like Rogue has a lot of really good builds, and that I wouldn't just go with what's the absolute best build for a particular content type thing. Like I would look at many of the Rogue's good builds and play the one that you find the most fun. Nothing happened in the sea. You're in love with Flurry? Yeah. Yeah, then play Flurry, right? You know. Well, I mean, you're already playing Flurry, but yeah. I'm always a fan of people playing what they find fun. I mean, there's really nothing really much changes whether you know finish a council boss, you know, in 30 seconds, or you finish it in a minute. Like at this point, especially at this point in the season, it holds no value other than it took 30 seconds longer with this build. But I like it more. I mean, at that point, it's like, well, then play it, because I mean, at this point, what do you have to lose? You know what I mean? Like, you know, Aether per hour isn't something that you're chasing right now at this point in the season, so play what you like. You want a magic final elixir? I seriously doubt that will. Well, I won't say I doubt it that will ever come back. I don't think Blizzard really likes the concept of magic find, honestly, anymore. I'll say anymore. And I kind of understand it, but I personally don't see anything wrong with it. You think there's a way to make Flurry rapid fire work? No. No, not anymore. Not with the way that they've made changes to the key passes and stuff like that. Not anymore. Dual core Rogue is pretty much done. What's magic find? So the ability to be able to find rarer items per se. So if a chance to find something is 10% of a certain, you know, of a value, then magic find can increase that percentage, or percentage for something to be something else. Like for instance, like there's a chance for gear to be I guess it wouldn't work out that good anyways in this game right now, because almost everything that we drop up now legendaries. I guess a magic find would maybe increase the amount of like the rarity of a G, like an item being GA or something, so increase the chances of an item becoming GA or something. So like there is that. I kind of do want to do this though. Make this swap out. Oof. This is the better whatchamacallit though. I probably should change my aspects, because this is horrible. You know what? We're gonna do it with that Umber Crux, just because I like it that way. But yeah, if you want to play Flurry and you don't want to spend a lot of time on, or a long time on boss fights, then you want to play Andorio's Flurry. Like that is your best bet. But then there's really an Andorio's build with Flurry, not necessarily a Flurry build. So there is that. think he's been yeah, had he not been staggered like the previous 2 times because of the ricocheting arrows, he would have been dead. Afternoon, hope you're well. What's the best way to get items currently level 73? Doing mostly that number of dungeons. Are horrors better? Horrors are better if you can do T3. Or tier 3 hordes. If not, I would stick to nightmare dungeons and actually probably Helltide actually. If you're more worried about items than like level, like character level, then yeah, I would just do Helltide. Yeah. This is why I wanted to do Crown. The Crown would work so well with this setup if I can actually sustain the energy well enough. But I can't. Or maybe I can. We'll see. That was fun. I actually enjoy physical Barrage. Even though people ask me why not in Darios, and I'm like, because I like physical. Physical's fun. Kill him, what's up, man? Is it pretend increase in chance for better gear? Oh, you mean the magic find thing? Yeah. I wonder if I can I'm trying to think. Because it's really the boss fights that I would have issues with trying to get like energy from. But I guess I can also run this. The Umber Crux, which actually would solve my energy issue, but I would lose an entire aspect for it and some whatchamacallit. Because it does have ranks of innervation, so I probably could redo this. Actually has a low roll on that too. That's a low roll for innervation. How am I feeling tonight? I was in a lot of pain after rehearsal tonight. I think I was standing too long. I was actually feeling pretty good most of the week. I don't say good. I don't say good, but I was feeling a little better most of this week. And then decided to go to rehearsal. I'm like, you know what? I think I'm feeling good enough to go. And then end up standing for too long. And I'm like, I felt it all again. I'm like, damn. All right, well, so much for that. So much for that. But there is some progress. Ethereus was a lot of fun. It was, or is. Ethereus season is always a lot of fun. All right, so all right, let's. I have to go this one anyways, just because of as a projectiles, but my caltrop duration suffers. Yeah, so I guess I have to trade that anyways. All right, so we'll do that, and then see if I can throw the crown in there and see how that feels. I might need to. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just remaster word this. If oh, whoops, that's How hard do you think the spin limit build next season is gonna be? Not very hard at all. I don't think so. They're gonna not. I mean, the spam tapping is not gonna be there. Like I can tell you that for sure. So I mean, it'll be like playing God 6 basically. Like it'll be real easy. Normally I would want the decks, but not in this scenario. So even getting all the vulnerable damage on tempers? What do you mean? Yay, innovation. Do it again. Vulnerable damage. Whatever. Can I get innovation again? I did. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's see if this is enough. Because I don't want to use an aspect to get it done. Then I guess I could use an aspect. Right. I could trade an aspect out for like Starlight. That would solve all my energy issues actually with Crown. But I wonder if Starlight and Crown would be good enough against a boss versus like, or a council, I guess, versus let's say, doing an Umber Crux instead and losing the aspect that way. I guess there's only one way to find out. That is to send it. Baby steps on that progress. Don't rush your recovery. Oh, for sure. I'm definitely not rushing recovery. Recovery, it is it definitely lets me know I still can't do things. So I am well aware of that fact still. But yeah, I mean I don't know if like the accident that happened on Monday like maybe like jerked some like stuff in my system to where, you know, whatever was aggravating my nerve isn't aggravating it as much anymore. So maybe it moved around some scar tissue or something. Or what, I don't know, but whatever it was, I started to feel a little better since the accident, which is kind of crazy to think about it that way, but it is kind of true. But I do want to get back to like, you know, teaching more often because I realize when I'm not there with the kids, it ends up being not good for them. So I constantly get told by other teachers like, yeah, like when you're around, it's like a much bigger difference. Which makes me feel bad because it's kind of like, well, I would hope that you guys are good without me being there, not necessarily, you know. What age group do I teach again? High school. So yeah, freshmen, sophomore, juniors, seniors, like, and I guess sometimes 8th graders if they're coming from the middle school to be part of the program. So. All right, so we got Crown this time, and we're gonna run with the Umber Crux. I guess I could run the this elixir instead. I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. He's gonna like mollywop me, right? No. Okay, we're kind of pumping somewhat. Oh no, I'm around energy just now. However, with every ultimate cast, I do gain some energy back, so there is that. I'm out of energy, no. Stop it. Okay. I'm gonna have to go with this, see what happens. What was up, man? Thoughts on Kendrick at the Super Bowl? Great choice. Great choice. I was excited when I heard about that. Okay, we someone got that. Kendrick at the Super Bowl with Drake opening. Oh, whoops. I had no Dark Shrouds up. Let me build some Dark Shrouds first. Come on. There we go. Hey, yoinked the elite. I was actually trying to attack. First thing I don't like. Let me see if I can do this without. 100 stack. What's up, man? Let me at least bring back, put the dagger in my equipment, so I can swap between the two. I never actually rolled anything on that, huh? We need better skins for Rogue. I feel like Rogue has some pretty decent skins. Or I'll put it this way. I like most of the Rogue skins. Then again, I am using skins that either from the battle pass or one that I actually bought from the shop a few seasons back. Compared to Samurai Barb, okay, that's fair. But I mean, we did get Sylvanas Rogue though. I mean, that's kind of dope. I mean, can't sit there and say that the Banshee Queen is a bad skin. But yeah, I mean, Samurai Barb, yeah. I mean, well, yeah. Let's actually change out the ult. Let's go with Death Trap here. I'm out of energy. You know what though? I know I actually didn't really like Death Trap there. Let's do Shadow Clown. Shadow Clown. Am I gonna play Rogue next season or give a new class a go? I'm gonna put a new class regardless. In terms of if I'm gonna start with the new class is the question. But I will play Spiritborn at some point. I just don't know if I'm gonna start with it or not. But yeah, I did try Spiritborn. I did get to play Spiritborn in July. Very well designed class. Okay. You said Maxroll has already prepared the guide. You mean the Spiritborn guide, or what do you mean? Have I tried all spirits? Yeah. I got a chance to play uh everything on the Spiritborn. At least everything that like you've seen Woody Joe and like Rax do. Like we didn't get a chance to live stream it. Like we were at the headquarters and they didn't have like machines for us to live stream, obviously. But I still got like video footage that I haven't like put out or anything of me playing the Spiritborn with all their different types of spirits. My favorite was Eagle, of course, as you probably guessed, but I actually like Gorilla a lot more than I thought I would. Like I guess like the impact Gorilla made, like just like how it felt just to like just hit things, was surprisingly more fun than I thought it was gonna be. But I actually liked all the spirits except for Centipede. And that's because Centipede was, well, damage over time, and I just don't like damage over time anything. But the Centipede visual itself was like super cool. What up, J Rockets? All right, Derobi, you have a good one, man. You wonder which Uber drop Spiritborn gets from bosses? Yeah, I wonder that too. You said maybe I'm onto something. Really, what about them? I don't know. I actually like when I play Eagle. I did like Eagle Jaguar and Eagle. I did very little of like Gorilla Eagle or Eagle Gorilla actually, and that was actually kind of fun. Although I don't think that I'm not saying the combination doesn't work well, but like we only had like a limited time to play, and it was of course only a level 30 Spiritborn, so right. But I will say this though, like everything we've seen so far of the Spiritborn is a very old build of the Spiritborn, including like the PTR data that we got. You know, the data mine Spiritborn stuff, like all that's pretty old. So the numbers and stuff like that you see are not going to be the same on live. Oh, Gorilla Eagle, yeah. I kind of like the synergies of just like pure, honestly. But like when I played Jaguar, I played Jaguar basically. I really enjoyed that a lot. It was like playing Flurry Rogue but better, in like every way. If I like playing like a martial arts Flurry Rogue, which is probably the best way to really describe that. I guess I could just change this though. No, not really. Just make it sound when the gorilla like slap the ground like a gorilla sound, like it's normal boon. There should be clips of that. Of the gorilla ultimate or whatever, but no, it just sounds. I guess like he's not like he does like hit his chest or whatever towards the end of it of his ultimate or whatever, but like outside of that, I don't think he's makes me much noise. I really want to see if I can make a triple basic skill build work on Spiritborn. I was actually thinking about trying that myself, honestly, because I actually think the basic skills on Spiritborn are actually really cool. So I was kind of interested in like seeing what I can do with that. Oof, man, that was not good. At least I'm actually dealing damage when they're not staggered, at least a little. You don't like the one-shot kill this season? Can you go into more detail? Like you getting one shot killed or you killing in one shot? Gorillas are the best animals. Oh, you've been getting killed one shot. Gotcha. They did address that a little bit in the Infernal Hordes. Not really the pit though, but Infernal Hordes they did. Alright, so definitely did not feel like I've seen the improvement here. So I'm gonna just go back to doing what I was doing before. Also, I guess since I'm here. Oof. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Yeah, I was trying to do something a little different. I don't like it. Definitely better off doing what I was doing before. Kush, what's going on? I guess I could make the. I guess I'll keep this, but I think I'll also throw in poison trap in there. Actually, I really don't even need the mats. I don't really need the gold either, but I don't feel like opening up. That forever in Detroit and you want the best deep dish pizza of your life, go to Como's. Expensive, but worth. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. 5 basic skill meta. All right. It was really difficult keeping up my energy still. I don't want to run Starlight, sorry, alongside it. That's just way too much. I lose way too much in that exchange. Although, let's... I kind of want it on Druid. So I got it here. Let's switch it to 4. I'm giving you one more shot, sir. You get one more. You said pizza. I mean, more Z's, no problem. Yeah. I should have popped the other elixir. You have my raging on your head all day. Nice. Very nice. It's fun. So that wasn't Daishizi's original song. It was actually a different song. But because I started streaming on YouTube now, I can't use the other song. So I had to change it to where it was YouTube friendly. So it was actually different than that. Like, yeah, who made it? It was a song I got permission to use from Magic Records. Even if you get permission to use it on YouTube, they still do a claim. You have to go back and like dispute the claim, and that takes a while. And I don't feel like doing it after every live stream that I get rated. on YouTube, so I'm like, screw it. We'll just change the song. High res. Ooh, at least doubled. Nice. Not bad. Jet Row, what's going on? Burning Rain. Guess we'll do Burning Rain. Your first attempt, T7 attempt on record. Let's hope it doesn't go bad. This isn't the end. Oh man. Alright, good luck, dude. What build are you playing? And Dario's puncture, okay. You can scout your tiers as well. Very nice. You should definitely feel better for sure. Like in terms of tankier, you definitely feel a difference. Cross his fingers for double butcher. Yeah. Did 15 Uber boss runs, no mythic. I would say that's kind of normal, but unfortunate though. Keep going though, you'll get it. There's an article from Game Pressure that says Blizzard has exceeded 1 billion in sales with 150 million from MTX. What game? Diablo 4. Good. That doesn't really surprise me. The MTX part does a little bit, but the fact that most of their monies are actually made in hard copies of the game, and like a tenth of that is like actual like MTX sales is actually saying something. Good and bad, actually. Yeah, price is too high. Well, I say good and bad because it's like for the company, obviously they would definitely want more money coming in from MTX, right? At the same time, they don't push MTX on you either. Like it's not in your face. It's not constantly reminding you to go buy something. So like oftentimes I forget there is a shop because it's never really there. Like it's not in my face. I have to be reminded. Oh yeah, there is a shop. And like the only time I really go to the shop is when I accidentally hit P, thinking it's Paragon from Diablo 3 because that was a hotkey for that in Diablo 3, and I'm like, oh, here's a shop. But yeah. Let's hope that those MTX numbers don't have them being more aggressive, in terms of like showing that the fact that there is a shop, right? Because I'm pretty sure the other people I shall not name that you already know would obviously be like, yo, we need those MTX sales up, man. Do what you gotta do to advertise that you got a shop. Max Pro, appreciate the follow. Didn't get to tune into any of the PTR stuff really, and the major talk points for Heartseeker for the new season. Well, Victimize is actually different, and was really good on PTR. But with the way that the new Victimize work is based off of weapon damage, so it works a lot like Endario's does, just without the dot. So like builds like Heartseeker it's still decent per se, but given that there is a Fist of Fate in the game, builds that are just going to naturally shoot more projectiles per second is just going to have a leg up, obviously. So things like spam tapping, Dance of Knives, Barrage, even Puncture are going to are are going to be better with Victimize than Heartseeker would be, because Heartseeker's strength was the fact that it was actually a decent damage basic attack. But now you don't want your basic attack to do any damage because Victimize is off of weapon damage now. So that was one of the advantages Heartseeker had. So that's kind of gone. So I mean, if I had to give it a based on PTR, again things will change, I'm sure, but based on PTR, I'd put Heartseeker probably in the middle of A tier somewhere, just because there are definitely better skills to proc Victimize with, for sure. But it's still a solid choice. They're just better choices, if that makes sense. But the playstyle is a lot more fun for Heartseeker and the PTR, because no more close quarters combat shenanigans. So that's always kind of a plus. You think it would be higher or lower? Yeah, so I thought the MTX would actually be a little higher than, but I probably understand. I mean, I understand why, and one of those reasons obviously is that there's very little advertisement for it. So there are people who forget that there is actually a shop. I'm one of them, right? Until you're pressuring them, and two, obviously some of the shop item costs is quite a bit. Even when you do go, they got some cool stuff, but it's like really expensive. Clover, what's going on? All right, how am I gonna fill this run? I actually kind of wish they both weren't here, but that's okay. Shoots, what's going on, man? So you can see why they haven't been booming from NTX. What's your reasoning? The funeral went well, and you found out you had your cousin had 3 adorable daughters. Oh, yeah. Well, welcome back. I know it's been a minute. Most of the skins are lacking. There is that. The Barb skins are so much ahead of the others. Yeah, nerf Barb. I agree. Oof. Come on. Oof. Really? Sounds like you're staying at the try some other builds to see if I can play styles. Like I said, like I said, the Heartseeker playstyle was definitely better on a PTR. Just keep in mind with the way Victimize works now, your damage no longer matters. So Heartseeker's gonna feel like Andorio's Heartseeker, if that makes sense. So I don't know if you ever like played Andorio's Heartseeker before, in a sense, in terms of like what to expect from your character. Except you don't have to worry about close quarters combat related stuff. So there is that. So you in the pros find a way to be able to keep Heartseeker competitive. Unlike this season, I honestly don't think that there's. I'll put it this way: as long as Victimize is based off of weapon damage, it'll still be a good build, but it's not going to be as competitive as less. As long as I'll put it this way: as long as Fist of Fate is in the game, and Victimize is a weapon-based passive now, then it's gonna be like third or fourth best skill to use with Victimize, simply just because your damage no longer matters anymore, which was the advantage that Heartseeker had to begin with over other options. But yeah, like I said, without Fist of Fate, then like, you know, Barrage really wouldn't be a thing. SNIs really wouldn't be a thing with Victimize. So therefore it'll just be more of a puncture Heartseeker face off, and I guess pinch shot too. So you said the 0 summon cost went down. Assuming the ice beast as well. What about the other two that are 15? They did cost less, and they did not have Stygian stones attached to it, so that's pretty cool. So no more Stygian stones. Joker said, I just watched the Andy Rook tonight, so I'm saying it is insane. It is absolutely insane. Liver says just chilling. Yeah. How am I? Not bad. Not bad. Not doing anything special, honestly. I was trying out a few things. Ultimately ended up not liking what I was trying. So nothing crazy though. I'm not cooking up anything new. Just felt like playing some, well, I guess since apparently my Paragon board was built for physical Barrage already for some reason, I was like, all right, I guess I'll play some physical Barrage tonight then. Maybe I'll play some Heartseeker tomorrow. And on Saturday, thinking of creating a Druid, either Windshear or a Landslide, one of the two. Have we heard when we'll see the final patch notes for Vessel Hager? It definitely, probably. I mean, if we do, I may probably like the last week, like the week before or something like that, or 3 days before or something. And it'll be one of those things where we have to download the patch. Remember, like, you know how like you have to download like day one patch or whatever, and it's like, you know, 50 gajillion, bazillion like gigabytes or whatever of information. So like what would end up happening is that we would get an early download or whatever of the expansion patch or whatever, and then people would just basically data mine information from that, and we'll pretty much have a patch from the data mine. So we'll know what's what's gonna be what when that happens. But probably not before then. Hope I'm wrong, but that's the thoughts. Does anyone know the physically gift skills the damage multipliers from cold and shadow imbuement? They don't. It doesn't. I actually thought it did. Because Woody Jill thought it did. So I remember I vaguely did stuff on that seasons ago, but Woody swore it did. And maybe it did. Maybe it was one of those things where like it was, maybe it did and it was bugged and they fixed it and never really said much about it because no one probably knew. But Woody was very surprised when it didn't, and I was like, we actually got dev confirmation saying it didn't. That it doesn't scale that, which actually sucks because that means the new key passive that could have worked with mixed cold imbuement or mixed shadow imbuement damage buffs would have been super cool to use for other setups, but unfortunately it's just a poison imbuement key passive. That's all it really is. Which I mean obviously is cool for things like TB and Flurry, I guess, right? But you want to do like a shadow build with admixture or a cold build with admixture, you can't really do that. What's the first class I'm gonna play in season 6? I don't know. I'm leaning probably more towards Rogue, but it's still a toss up between that and Spiritborn. And if I do Spiritborn, it's definitely probably gonna be Eagle based. Eagle something, Eagle Jaguar or Eagle Gorilla, or even Eagle. We'll see. All the cool kids will play Spiritborn, probably, but I've already played a little bit of it, so like I think my curiosity isn't as curious anymore. Even though like I didn't play like hold on one sec. I do need to give me something to drink though real quick though. You say lurk? Gotcha. Be right back. Who's Dump Pile? Okay. He said Pifflex. You just left how you left. Hovering over there. This is actually not even the neck that the best one I got. So I was like, okay. And I do have quite a bit of decks, so I guess it's okay. All right. All right. I'm going to play it the normal way now. No more flipping around to something different. Although I guess I don't really need dash though. I can't think of anything else I would want to put there. Technically speaking, I could do cold imbuement. Not cold imbuement. Poison imbuement. And then pick up some of the other key passes. Or passes from the whatchamacallit. It's not okay, it's me. Alright, let's yeah, I could just say poison imbuement just so that I can just make them poison and then pick up an additional breakpoint there instead of having dash. Oh, when you dip your biscuit in your tea and falls in. Usually I hope you stub your big toe on like, on like the staircase or something. I think what else could do. I have to remove like points from places. I guess I could remove from rugged. Do that. Actually, I think about it. Casting point gives me generates 30 energy. Nearby poison and I could totally reach the next breakpoint though this way. I'm out of points now though. But technically speaking, I could just do poison trap too though, but eh. I said to do the same thing anyway, so I guess it wouldn't matter. Alright, what's gonna be a comfortable button setup though for this? I think this should work. Let's see, we got that, that. Frostbitten. Alright. Guess we're fine. Boom. All right, this plus. All right, this should be good. Or decent. Watch out, hardcore. Nah, not with my connection. At least not in D4. I haven't put it that way. Yeah, I usually tend to have either like a disconnect or two per week. Usually happens while I'm streaming. So it's just like I can only imagine how many dead characters I would have had. Pretty sure like Lilith would be charging me rent for all my dead characters. But yo, we're kind of out of room. Property tax probably. I might just do whatchamacallit. Let's just do whatchamacallit. They'll probably give me the same benefit anyway. Shit, I kind of want the second part of that though. What can I give up? Actually, yeah. I enjoy trying Rogue this season and playing different builds. Just have to try hardcore sort. Probably makes sense. It's, from what I hear, it's kind of hard to die on sword. So probably really a good class for hardcore. Rogue is fun by high APM. I think for me, that's what I like about Rogue the most, is because I like pushing buttons, being active or really active. Oof, I almost got hit by that. I will say that not being able to like dash across to hit certain events does kind of hurt my event stuff, but took my hands off the keyboard for like a sec. I don't think I got a single good boon yet. No, these are bad. Guess we'll go butcher. Oof. That hurt. You know what I could do? Now that I think about it. If I did crown plus well, no, I guess I could. Well, I guess I could do that, but I think I'll just end up with the same amount of damage though. At the end of the day, because it'd be a roundabout of just doing literally the same thing. Yeah. Never mind then. I actually kind of do miss my dash. I think I'm gonna put back on dash. Yeah. We'll throw that back. There. I guess we don't need it. We don't need a point there. That's actually kind of. Oh, wait. Point there. But let's do this. Dash back there. Yeah, this just feels better. I was like shooting at my dog. We still have yet to get any like a single good boon this run. No extra Hellborns, no extra elites. Oh, plus Aether per elite. None of that. still all of these are bad. Yeah, it's been a while since I had Aether this low, man, and not not a single good boon at all. $227 on a very AOE centric setup. Feels bad. They're all close. They're all close. I want somebody gotta come down. Come on. I think I can get like one more stagger if I can get some ads. Actually, without ads, I should be able to get him. With that. I don't know. Always feel better when I don't have the Umber Crux in. Like I tend to only like it when there is victimize involved. Or maybe Endarios, but that's about it. On like regular physical or even cold barrage. I don't think there's anything to look at here. Nope. All right. I think that is my fun on physical barrage. I'll build back my Heartseeker tomorrow, but I think I'm gonna have to call it tonight because I just said I was gonna do a short stream. I had a really long day today, like 14-hour day today. So if I feel kind of like lethargic, it's just because it's just been a very long day. What do people actually put in the chat? Why are they showing why is this being put? Well, I guess 6 minutes per second. I guess it is in the trade channel. I probably should just block myself from the trade channel. I don't know why I don't do that. Austin Sims, what's up, man? You playing right now? Yeah, it just been a long day. It's all right. We can have a short one. Let's see. If do I feel any better since the car crash? Actually, I think the car crash actually seemed to have helped. I don't know. I don't know if it's like the car crash itself, but like I felt better since. So kind of weird. But yeah. You got your Fel Maven title. I I'm definitely not gonna be getting that. I unfortunately don't like Pit enough to put myself through that. But I've been offered, like, people have offered to carry whatnot. It's like I can get it for you for free. I'm just saying, if I'm gonna get the title, I want to earn it, and I'm not gonna earn it because I'm just not gonna do that. But yeah, all right. Well, we will go Austin. I think Austin's doing some pushing, so definitely some different type of content. So Cryptic, what's going on, man? Yeah, but yeah, today's gonna be short. I think tomorrow will be I don't know, probably about 4-ish hours. Saturday will probably be a little longer because I'm gonna be making a Druid. So we're gonna be leveling Druid, learning Druid, all that, all that stuff. But yeah, and then next week we'll start doing like dual games. Like I might start with a little bit of Diablo, and then I'll play like something else. Um, like I'll go from like maybe an hour of Diablo until like a newer game of some sort. I haven't decided what I want to play yet. I do want to play I hear Space Marine 2 is good. Pipe Breakers is kind of new and that's kind of up my alley, but I don't think my audience would too much care for that. But that's definitely like platform fighters is definitely something I like a lot. Um, but also Black Myth is something I want to also attempt as well. Waiting for Riptide to jump in and say Tekken 8.